Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. If I'm wearing the same clothes, it's because I am pre-filming all my content. Hopefully I'm able to share or edit it all in advance. So I just wanted to introduce my very first DIY, not my first DIY, my second DIY on this channel. And so I know over the years I've been doing a lot of DIYs, and that was before we had highlights on Insta stories, and I used to film these constantly and share them on my Instagram, and a lot of you really love them. So I thought, why not carry them on to YouTube, because it's a space where it's more permanent. You guys would be able to view this and go back on them. I do have a highlight on my Instagram profile, which if you're not following me on, you should. That is DIY, so just go and have a look at that and you'll catch up with some of the ones that I've done over time. So today DIY is basically I am spray painting everything I own gold, because gold is life and the gold spray paint is life. So I also wanted to just answer a few questions that I keep getting about spray paint. I use a company called Abro, and you'll see it once I cut into the clip with doing the actual DIY, and I find that this is very metallic. I do have different spray paints that I use, but each and every one comes off different. So if I want a metallic gold, I definitely go for the Abro one, which works perfectly. If I want something that is rose goldy, I have a different one called American Eagle, and there's Sparkle. So some of my best spray paints are chrome colored and metallic gold. I also have black, white, red, but I rarely ever use this for anything. So yes. The second question was, where do I buy my spray paint? Now, if you're not familiar with Kirinyaga Road, then I cannot help you, because I use so much spray paint that I cannot afford to go to Textbook Center and buy a can at 900 bob each. No. I also don't buy it for 500 bob each. No. I go all the way down to Kirinyaga Road, and if you walk through the shops, because I know a lot of mechanics use this to spray, I think, car parts or something, but a lot of mechanics use that road. So it's a road, so Kirinyaga Road towards the end, and along where Githurai Matatus usually are, the big buses from Githurai. So you just walk along those different shops, ask for different prices, ask them if they have Abro gold spray paint, and you should pay something between 250 to 300 max. If they charge you 350, well, depending. If you're buying one can, then you'll definitely pay more. But if you're buying more than one, which is the case for me, I always buy between 4 to 6 at a go, then I pay maybe even 200. So with the other colors of spray paint, then as usual I pay less. With acrylic paint, because I also use acrylic paint for some other DIYs, I just get that from Textbook Center. I mean, a whole tube still can take you a long way, and they have the little ones for 80 shillings. I haven't seen them in a while though. I'll have to check. But yes, for acrylic paint, I just get them from Textbook Center. But for my spray paint, I am very keen on getting them at a budget, just because it goes like this. The spray paint goes, and you need to get, especially if you're going to do bigger projects, you need to get a lot of them at the same time, because sometimes you'll find that a second batch might not be the same color as your previous one. So just in case you have a DIY that doesn't end in the same day. So today I am spray painting 4 things. I'm spray painting my armchair, which by now you should have seen in my haul and in my what's it called, in my house tour. So that was an incomplete DIY from the very first day that I moved. I had always intended for it to be gold and blush pink. I'm also spray painting my end table, which I did buy in my very first homeware haul. I got it from Healthy You for about 7,000 bob. Was it 7,000? And then I'm also spray painting my home bank, which is what my Jumbo Junior Elephant. So I've had that since I was a child, and then I graduated into the big banks, and then I graduated further away from that bank. So I'm spray painting that. I feel like it would make a very good decor piece. And then the last thing I'm spray painting is a little lantern that I got from House of Leather. It was a very luminous green, and I want it gold just because it will match the space. So one tip that I'd give you is, when you're spray painting, make sure first of all you've cleaned whatever you intend to spray paint. So you have to clean your surface for dust, because the paint sticks onto the dust. And then for certain items like the seat, you probably have to prime it. I've seen different YouTubers spray their items, particularly metallic items, black first and then spray paint it gold. So they paint it black and then they spray paint the gold on top, just because they feel like the gold sits better. The metallic is more metallic when it's on top of an opaque color. So for my seat, it was already primed. So when I got it made, or when I got it reupholstered, I just asked the carpenter to put a primer on top. That way, and when I come back to now spray, the metallic gold is actually very, very metallic. I did not use a primer on my end table. It was already black, which means I guess it works. It's the right color. And for the plastics and for the other metallics, I just sprayed them. You know what? Another thing is, you want to spray short, like in short bursts, and you also don't want to be too close to the item, because okay, first of all you need to shake the can and then now start spraying, because it kind of sediments, the color sediments from like the water. I don't know if it's water, but whatever the element is that is the paint, it's sort of sediment. So you have to shake it. You have to shake it and then you start spraying it. So spray it in short consecutive bursts, and then over time, so go around the thing, make sure you get every single surface, and then step back, watch it for a bit. Some of it might drip. Watch it and then look for the areas that are still not, what do you call it, that are not completely covered, and then go over those areas again. So yes, I'll just cut into the videos and have you guys see how I do this, because I just spray painted everything at once, and then we'll cut back to the outro. Okay? So I ran into a bit of a challenge. I was trying to open this seat up so that I could spray paint it gold, because the initial vision for it was for the frame to be gold, so that it brings in the accent against the blush pink. But when I was buying it, the guy that fixed it with and used an electric drill to put in the screws, and I think some of them may have gone in too far for my manual screw. My sister has an electric drill, but I really don't have time to go and try and find that. I need to do this DIY today so that I can finish the furniture video. So yes, I'm just going to have to make do. I'm going to cover the bottom, the seat part, with a paper and attempt to spray paint it without getting spray paint on the seat. Pray for me. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Yes, also I look a hot mess. But yes, the DIY must go on. So I really tried to cover it up. I was trying to tuck this in with a screwdriver, but it keeps popping out. We'll see if I can do this. But anyway, let me try and just spray paint it as is, reach the area that I can, and then the rest I shall have to wing it. Back, and if you enjoyed my DIY, please make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know which one of the 4 was your favorite. If I've given you any ideas or things you might want to spray paint in your house, I'm still not done. There's a lot more. I need more. Actually ran out of spray paint, and some of the items that I did spray paint are not completely covered, so I'll need to buy more spray paint and just go over them again. I hope you stick around and see how I decorate these elements in my house. And yes, thank you so much for joining. You guys are the best. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, and yes, just show me support in any way, and I am very I'll be very happy, very very happy. Thank you guys. Goodbye.